I'm Alex with Storyline Travel. Storyline Travel, we're family travel specialists, creating memorable experiences that families will tell for years to come. Today, we're going to talk about Disney theme park tickets. So you've decided to go to a Disney theme park. Congratulations, your family's going to have quite a lot of fun. But to get into the parks, you need to get tickets. And while it used to be as simple as buying a ticket book in the 1950s at Disneyland Resort, today it's much more complicated. And we're going to go through the steps of what it takes to actually purchase tickets. Before we get into buying Disney theme park tickets, I just want to say thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. We hope that this information is useful to you, and if so, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. We're working to get our subscriptions up and let people know about the tips and tricks that we share for wefamily travel. And finally, if you will, turn on that notification so that every week when we present these videos, you'll get notified when we've got a new one out there. All right, let's jump in because this one's going to be a little complicated. If you haven't been to a Disney theme park or haven't been since they reopened in the pandemic, we're going to show you that there's many steps to actually getting a theme park ticket and walking into a Disney theme park. First, you need to consider when you want to go. Disney tickets are now date-based tickets, meaning that at peak times, say summer, Christmas, New Year's, Easter, those popular times, the tickets are going to be more expensive than say quieter times, maybe when school's in session like September or February. So deciding on when you want to go is going to impact the tickets that you get and the cost that you pay for those. Then you need to decide where you want to go. Are you going to go to Disneyland Resort in Anaheim in California or Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Even within those locations, you need to decide which theme parks you want to visit. If you're going to Anaheim, are you going to go to Disneyland Park? Are you going to go to California Adventure Park, or do you want to go to both? At Walt Disney World, the choices are even greater. You have Magic Kingdom that was designed off of Disneyland Park and very similar. Epcot, Hollywood Studios, or maybe Animal Kingdom. In addition to those, Walt Disney World offers 2 water parks and different sporting activities from miniature golf to full golf courses to the ESPN Wild World of Sports complex. Once you've decided when you want to go and you've decided where you want to go, next you want to decide on the number of days that you need tickets for. You may need more days in Florida at Walt Disney World because they have more parks and more offerings than in Anaheim at Disneyland Resort. One thing to note on the number of days of tickets, buying a 1, 2, or 3 day tickets, the price for each day is relatively the same. But as you get to day 4 and beyond, the price of each ticket or the cost per day does decrease. Now you're ready to go and see what tickets are available. You know when you want to go, you know where you want to go, and you've decided how long you want to be there. But you're not quite ready to purchase your tickets yet. Now you need to determine if the parks have availability for you to go visit. You see, since the pandemic and the reopening, Disney has instituted a park reservation system. Once you know how long you're going to be at a Disney theme park resort, you need to go and visit their availability calendar to see what parks are available in the time frame you've selected. The calendar is color-coded. Green means all parks are available. Yellow means some of the parks are available, and gray means none of the parks are available. Check the availability calendar and make sure that everything's green or green and yellow. You can usually work around the yellows depending on if you're going to be there 3 or 4 days. Also, you can click into the calendar for a given day on a yellow and see what parks are available and which ones are not available. Now that you've reviewed the availability calendar, let's be optimistic and say that the whole week you want to be there is green. You're ready to start the process of purchasing your tickets. You go to the resorts page, for example, Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. You'll put in the first day that you would need tickets, and then the last day that you would need tickets. Now, tickets do not necessarily need to be consecutive. Only the one-day ticket do you need the date to be exact. The day that you want to use that ticket is the date you would enter. For 2 days or more, you will be given additional time. For a 2 or 3 day ticket, you'll be given 2 extra days. So if you buy a 2-day ticket, you have a 4-day window in which to use those. That allows you to go to a park one day and maybe have a pool day at the resort the next before going back to a second park. Once you purchase these tickets, you've purchased a base ticket. That allows you to go into one park for one day. You have come and go privileges. For example, you could show up at that park, take a break midday, something we recommend with young children, and then return for evening activities. Now that you have your base ticket, you'll be given some options. One of those options is a park hopper. What a park hopper allows you to do is to go to one park in the morning, and then at Disneyland Resort after 1 p.m., you can go to the other park, or at Walt Disney World after 2 p.m., you're eligible to go to any of the other 3 parks if you have park hopper available. The second option for purchasing your ticket is the water parks and sports option. What this will allow you to do is have access to one of the 2 water parks or to have access to the mini golf course. This option is in addition to access to the theme park. A third option for your ticket is the Park Hopper Plus option, which gives you the park hopper access and the water parks and sports option rolled into one. So now you have your options that you've selected on visiting theme parks. But you're not done with the selection of options yet for your tickets. A fourth option for your ticket is to purchase Genie Plus. Genie Plus is the line skipping option that you can put on your ticket. All of these options, you are purchasing them for the entire length of your stay. So if you purchase 10 days of park tickets, you will be purchasing 10 days of Park Hopper if you take that option, 10 days of Genie Plus if you take that option. Now that you've made the decision on all the options for your ticket, it's time to actually purchase it. But you're not done once you hand over your credit card and purchase your tickets. Now that you have your tickets, take the confirmation number and load them into My Disney Experience, either through the Disney Parks website or the Disney Parks app on your smartphone. Once the Disney tickets are linked into your My Disney Experience, it's now time to go back and to make park reservations. Remember that calendar we checked and it's part of the process of buying the tickets? Now you need to actually make your reservations. So for each day that you're going to be there, pick a park that you want to go to. Go ahead and make that reservation. This guarantees that at least at the time that you've purchased your tickets, you'll be guaranteed to get into a park once you have that reservation made. You can change the reservations based upon availability at a different time, but don't skip this step and wait. If you wait until your vacation, there is a chance that the park reservations may be gone or may be severely limited. So we recommend right off the bat, go ahead and make reservations as a first step. And now for a few tips with your Disney theme park tickets. Tip number 1, if you decide not to buy Genie Plus every day of your trip, you will be given the option each day of your trip to get Genie Plus. This may be beneficial to help you save a little money and really only use Genie Plus at the parks where wait times are bigger and longer than at other parks. For example, in Florida, our family has been able to visit Epcot and Animal Kingdom without using Genie Plus. Yes, we did wait in some standby lines, but it actually wasn't too bad considering a normal Disney park experience. And we were able to do everything we wanted to do without using the Genie Plus system. However, Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios have some fantastic new rides and some wonderful classic rides that do command much longer lines. And we found Genie Plus to be a much better tool to have when we visited those parks. So for us, we might skip adding Genie Plus to our entire vacation and just add it the mornings that we were going to go to Magic Kingdom or to Disney's Hollywood Studios. A second tip. We've noticed at Disneyland Resort that buying a base ticket and then going and looking at the reservations, only one park was available for us to select for the entire time of our trip. But once we added the park hopper option, both parks showed up. So if you are looking at the park reservation system and you have just the base ticket and you're noticing only one park is showing availability, select the option to use a park hopper and see if both Disney California Adventure and Disneyland Park show up. It may be the best option for you to get a chance to go to both parks is to go ahead and add that park hopper. We have noticed that that does occur from time to time. And finally, one last tip on purchasing park tickets. If you've decided to attend a specially ticketed event, for example, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, we recommend maybe skipping purchasing a base ticket for that day and using the morning to either go shopping at Disney Springs or as a resort day, swimming in the pool, as these separately ticketed events allow you to get into the park a couple of hours before it starts, and then the whole evening is a much better experience with lighter crowds and more treats and specialty events. This could save you a bit on your trip. So instead of purchasing, for example, a 5-day ticket, you would buy a 4-day ticket plus your specially ticketed event. So those are some of the tips and tricks we've used as we visited Disney parks. Give us your thoughts below and comment on purchasing Disney tickets. What's your experience been? Have you ever purchased a ticket and then wished you'd made a different option? Does purchasing tickets seem much more complicated than it needs to be? I think so. And at Storyline Travel, we believe every adventure is a story waiting to be told.